You are what you repeatedly do, Aristotle.
My teammate, the guy, I mean, he just keeps doing it over and over. It's his whole career, and yeah, just go ahead and clean me out in the first turn and launch his bike at me, no big deal, and act like nothing happened, like he's always done. So, just crazy, ridiculous. Never thought I'd be in this position, but ironically, it's like my fourth time in this position, even as his teammate. So,
I 1000% get that Brayton is upset. He has every right to be. He was going for a world championship as well. And I did speak with the team. The message that should have been relayed to the mechanics, or was told to be relayed from the mechanics, was, hey, don't take each other out, but make sure you both beat Roczen, because we need both of you to beat Roczen. Points were incredibly close. Friese was winning with 96. Then it was Brayton with 95. They were all going for a world championship.
Too much at stake. I do agree, though, that they need to race each other clean. Here's the biggest start of his entire life, entire career.
But I agree, every man for himself at this point, trying to communicate with those two and get them on the same level, going for a world title. Good luck with that.
The next quote I'm going to give you is by Mark Twain that says, if you find yourself on the majority, you should stop and reflect. The majority has, and for the foreseeable future, will be against Friese just because of the way that he rides. And it is unfortunate. Yes, it's the same stigma that goes with Bam Bam Barsha, right? In a lot of ways, it shouldn't have happened. In this situation, he shouldn't have knocked them both down. I will 1000% agree. But I want you guys to think about yourself in his shoes. Okay, there's that famous song by Eminem that if you had one shot, one opportunity to seize everything you ever wanted, one moment, would you capture it or just let it slip, right? That song is incredibly popular because we put ourselves in that situation where we want to have one opportunity to change our stigma, to change our lives. And a world championship would do that for Vince. People would still probably put a quotations asterisk like Zach Osborne's championship during the pandemic. But for him,
the battle is on to the checkers and the title. Osborne to the inside. Takes him out. Oh, Savachi's
in his career that is winding down, being a world championship was incredibly important. And you saw how nervous he was on the line. He knew what he had to do, and he took a shot. So for that, I commend him. And if I look back at the race, as far as the start goes, so we've got Friese, he's on the inside, and Brayton is here. If he was really going to take him out, he could have just taken him out right there and pushed him. He could have just pushed him right here and been boom, I got it. But instead, he was covering the line. He's got the pass already made. He's on the inside. He's got the pass made. Should he have just stuck with it? Probably, right? But instead, he went wide to block pass, which is just the way riders do. They drift wide. They try to, again, in my previous video, they like to cut each other off in the air or whatever. You know, you block the line, and that's exactly what he did. And the lines just came together. So he's got the pass made. And then this is when he decided to stop turning, right? He stopped turning the bike and he started drifting wide to try to cut those guys off. And that's when it broke. That's when it became, all right, I've got to make sure that I beat you. Because again, he was unable to beat Brayton the entire night. So he was doing what he needed to do. This was his one shot. This was his one shot. And so it was supposed to just be a block pass, but it ended up taking them both down, unfortunately. Because you want to know what a real takeout move looks like? All right, well, let's look at Cerberus. He's on this green bike here going through the whoops. He's going for it. You can see him turning. He made the move happen right here in the whoops. He's going straight, and then Cerberus is cutting in the inside. Boom. And takeout move is you take the rider's front wheel out. Boom. And then what Friese did, this was intentionally supposed to be a block pass, right? To just take the line for the other rider to check up to slow down because you had a front wheel on the dude, but their lines came together. So in the comments below, let's discuss. But like I said before, put yourself in another man's shoes. It may be wrong. Would you have done the same thing? Keep it pinned to MX Unfiltered. This is Johnny F. and Hopper. Ba-wah-da-da.